Ben Beacon with Locked On Wolves here. The Minnesota Timberwolves have reportedly traded Ricky Rubio to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for Taurean Prince, a second-round pick in 2022, and cash. It is first reported by Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN and John Krasinski of The Athletic and other local Twin Cities reporters confirmed that the pick is indeed coming from Cleveland to Minnesota. This is essentially a trade of swapping expiring contracts. It's a little bit weird. It saves the Wolves a few $1 million under the cap. It could be helpful next week in free agency, or possibly even tonight to help facilitate a future trade. How Prince fits the roster, he's a forward. It doesn't really do much in terms of roster balancing. The Timberwolves now only have D'Angelo Russell on the roster as a point guard. Prince is another guy who plays the 3 and the 4, should be a multi-positional defender, but I think he's a little overrated defensively. He's a good shooter, which is great, but overall, I think the Wolves, I don't know that the Wolves are winning this trade. I mean, the pick is nice. It wouldn't shock me if Prince is traded later on. The Wolves now are starting to get something of a glut of guys that play the 3 and the 4. Depending on your thoughts on Jaden McDaniels, Juancho Hernangomez is still on the roster. He played a lot of 3 last year after Chris Finch took over, among other players as well. Jake Layman's still on the roster. So it wouldn't shock me if Prince is moved later on. In the meantime, the Wolves save a few $1 million under the cap. They get a second-round pick and some cash. And that's the first move of the night. For more on the Timberwolves, make sure you follow Locked On Wolves.